Hello there, and welcome to the next battle report from the Giant's Lair. This is a rematch of our latest Khador v Khador match, the Butcher Unleashed versus Karchev the Terrible. If you haven't seen the original, go back and watch that, but I don't think that either Butcher or Karchev would take very kindly to being beaten, so the guys decided on an immediate rematch. They reset up, same table, same scenario, same scenery, and in fact the same player won. Let's have a look at the armies, and then back into the rematch.
Okay, this is 35 points of Khador, led by the Butcher Unleashed. He's brought with him a Juggernaut in his battle group, and attached to him the War Dog. Got a full unit of Black Dragon Ironfang Pikemen with the UA, full unit of KZ Assassins with the Underboss. Got the Great Bears of Gallows with character unit, Lady Anna Master Holt character mercenary unit. Got the Ironfang Covenant solo, and 35 points of Khador.
Okay, I've taken Karchev, Berserker, Behemoth, Devastator, and Kodiak in a super heavy list. Supporting, I have a Silas Wishnair and a Golden Lord. And that is 35 points.
Okay, Khador turn 1. Butcher energised forward with the Arguses and the Juggernaut. Juggernaut ran up to there, Butcher charged up to there, and the Arguses ran to where they are. KZ Assassins ran over here, Ironfang Pikemen ran over there, Covenant ran over there, War Dog ran to there, Lady Anna and Master Holt ran up in the middle, and the Great Bears of Gallows Wood ran up behind them. Okay, they'll turn 1, lots of running.
Okay, I've cast toe on Karchev, and he advanced up here. He didn't go very fast, he just used the 6 inches movement from Arcantry Turbine, turned backwards, placed his jacks in his rear arc, and then Behemoth stepped forward and tried a couple of shots at Iana and Holt, but one scatter got her, but I fluffed the damage roll. The Golden Lord gave a point of focus and energised it to this. It ran forward to place itself here. The Kodiak ran under its heavy boiler to here. And the Berserker just activated, did nothing. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Khador turn 2. Reallocated one to the Juggernaut. Butcher energised himself up here, and the Arguses moved up slightly, and the Juggernaut moved up slightly. The Arguses then ran to here, and Butcher charged one of the Arguses up to there. The Juggernaut repositioned where he is. The Ironfang Covenant gave these guys shield marks, and they have shield walls, and then pop their mini feet just there. War Dog ran to there. The Iron called Stealth, and these two moved over here. Holt tried to shoot Behemoth, but was just out of range. He's going to give them. The KZ ran into this general area with one guy out of command, and the Great Bears of Gallows was ran over. That's Khador turn 2. Quiet.
Hatched a magnificent plan this turn. The plan was Karchev, using the toe, would bring his jacks up to here, then the Kodiak would charge the Juggernaut and use the chain attack to throw him out of the Butcher's command range, control range, and onto the Great Bears, thus messing up my opponent's plans once and for all. However, you'll notice the Juggernaut is still standing. Let's find out what went wrong. So, all proceeded according to plan at first. My Golden Lord moved up, gave an extra focus to the Devastator. Devastator ran round, moving out of the way of Karchev, pushing this guy back and taking up a defensive position in between where I wanted to put Karchev and the Butcher. I did not want Butcher coming over there. Karchev then, like a ballerina, danced between his jacks, collecting them up as he went, positioned himself here, turned his backside on the opponent, and placed the Behemoth here and the Kodiak here, all according to plan so far. By judicious measuring of my control area, I worked out that this could just walk into combat with the Juggernaut, and so save its focus for the onslaught to come. Things went well, he moved in, took his first swing, boosted the damage, and did a magnificent 10 points of damage to the Juggernaut. I thought, this is a given. Second swing, did just 2 points of damage, but I didn't boost. I wanted to save the focus to boost on the chain attack and make sure I hit. So I boosted, and I hit. And we came to the strength test. I thought this was a foregone conclusion. My opponent rolled a 5, making a total of 17 strength. I rolled a 4 on 2 dice, meaning my puny Kodiak didn't lift the Juggernaut, let alone throw him at the Great Bears. I think if anything happens after this, Karchev is going to find the designer of the Kodiak and have him melted down. So that happened. So I was then realised I now had my caster with his back up facing a load of angry Great Bears and back-striking Chiesi. I thought, actually, they could well kill him. So to bay him off, rather than moving in to finish everybody off as was his plan, simply moved back, took a shot at the Great Bears, missed, took a second shot and managed to kill, is it Yarovich? Mm-hmm. With a lucky cannon shell to the face. Let's see how the next 10 goes.
Okay, Khador turn. Wow, a lot of stuff happened. Went first. Iana and Holt moved up to here. Iana put the Kiss of Lilas onto Karchev, and Holt shot him a few times, didn't do any damage. The Chiesi assassins went next. They got a run charge order. One of them managed to sort of charging in the rear, and 2 charged there, and this guy failed. So they did their attacks, did a fair bit of damage. The rest of the Chiesi charged the Behemoth, 3 of them there. 2 charged the Kodiak, and 1 guy charged the Holdin Lord, who's over there. Fair bit of damage to the Kodiak, not very much damage to the Behemoth, rolling dice -9, and took out the Holdin Lord. Next up, the Great Bears charged the Behemoth, did a little bit more damage, but again, dice -9, not an awful lot. It's still mostly functional.
Took out his Codex.
Oh, sorry,
Cortex.
The Juggernaut smashed the Kodiak in the face. Kodiak's very nearly dead. Then the Iron from Pikeman got a run charge order, so these guys have all ran, and these guys all ran, and 4 managed to charge sort of in this kind of a pattern towards the Berserker, did quite a lot of damage and knocked it down with a critical hit. That was Iron Frank Comet moved over here. He gave them shield march, so I wasn't sure at the time, but then they just went for a run charge order. And Wardog, who hasn't actually activated, will now run to there, and that's Butcher has energised. One of the dogs charged to devastate, didn't do any damage. 1 ran to here, and the Butcher charged my own Juggernaut just to get into there. And that's the end of Khador turn 3. Turn 3.
Things are desperate for Karchev now. He's lost his Cortex. This one's down to just 2 movement boxes. This one's lost his Cortex. So, and if you remember at the beginning of the round, Karchev was surrounded by Chiesi and Great Bears. So he had to do some desperate things, and desperate things he did. I'm not sure if it's enough. In fact, I know it's not, but here we go. So first thing that happened was the Devastator bulldozed the other Argus back, and then exploded in his face, killing perhaps a dozen models. You can see the dead pile over there is almost all down to this guy.
That is brutal.
He then finished his activation. This thing was stationary. This guy basically stood up and just advanced into them just to block the gap, and because he's a psycho. Karchev really wanted to cast Ground Zero and just blow everybody up around him, but he couldn't do that because where he was standing there weren't enough enemies to warrant this focus, so he stepped back over here. He took a couple of free strikes, and luckily his enormous focus kept him from dealing damage. He did his spray attack up here and killed Great Bear. Or killed the Great Bear with that? Maybe not. He killed a couple of Chiases and knocked the Juggernaut down, which is very important. He then cast his flaming bomb of destruction, known as Eruption, on top of the Behemoth standing here, which killed all the rest of the Chiases and the Great Bear. Feeling quite pleased with myself, I then remembered to roll damage on Behemoth and double 60 for 5 points of damage. Fortunately, it didn't take anything out of his boxes, but still, that wasn't a very pleasant thing to happen. Behemoth then stepped forward and, understandably shaken up by being blasted by his best friend, missed this guy with both attacks.
One of his arms is crippled, isn't it? I think we might have forgot that.
Well, whatever. He
missed anyway.
He missed with everything he had. Then Silas Bushnailer, hero that he is, ran over here to stab this guy in the back and missed. And that was the end of my turn.
Okay. Gosh, how to begin? We gave the Juggernaut 3 focus, it's about 1 stand up. Let's go first. The Iron Fang Covenant charged and wrecked the Berserker with 1 amazing hit. Lady Anna backed off a bit and put the Kiss of Lilas onto the Destroyer. Devastator, sorry. The Great Bear, for some reason, moved, which was completely unnecessary. It says a 360 degree arc. Wanted to finish off the Kodiak. Moved for no reason, took a free strike and made a tough check. So he's not dead, but he did fall over. So the Juggernaut then moved across, took a free strike from the Kodiak, took a bit of damage but didn't lose any systems, and then smashed the Behemoth with his Ice Axe. The Iron Fang Pikeman got a shield wall order and moved all around the Devastator, not contemplating that it would survive this. However, they all rolled really badly, and even with the Kiss of Lilas and it opened up, so basically armor 15, barely any damage, or well, fair bit of damage, but not enough to take it down. Because of that, Butcher then had to activate, he had to energise himself over here, and then move to here, and then defeat an impending doom it towards him to finish it off, because I was really worried about it just exploding next turn and killing all of these Iron Fang Pikemen. The Chiesi didn't rally, and the Wardog just ran to there. So Behemoth's dead, Devastator's dead, Berserker's dead, Kodiak's as good as dead. So it's basically what can Karchev do this turn.
Okay, he didn't have a lot of options left. Most of my army's dead now. However, the Spriggan, hanging on with just 2 movement boxes left, walked away from this running away Chiesi around here and puffed steam, killed 1 guy. Not quite as devastating as I imagined it to be, but still. And Karchev charged forward, hit the Great Bear in the head with his axe. Great Bear didn't really feel it. Killed the Juggernaut with a couple of blows, finished off the Great Bear, and then left him standing there with 2 focus. So that was my turn.
Okay, so this turn, the Chiesi rallied. One of them had to move out of the way. Lady Anna ran over here, well, she advanced over here and tried to put the Kiss of Lilas onto Karchev, which missed because he gets cover for being in a wreck. Wardog ran over here. The Iron Fang Covenant started wailing on the objective. The Iron Fang's shield walled and finished off the Kodiak. Butcher couldn't quite energise over the wall. He checked his control and there wasn't enough distance to actually get over the wall, and then charged Karchev. So he is standing on the side of the wall shouting, "Come at me, bro." And we're going to see if Karchev dares to get over here. And Argus just moved to here. And that's the end of the Khador turn.
This is a reenactment of the final moments of Karchev.
"Come at me, bro," shouts Butcher from across the battlefield.
You're going to regret that, bellows Karchev. He casts Unearthly Rage for 3 focus. He takes another. He takes his Arcantric Turbine's extra movement and he begins to charge. The ground shakes. Karchev is now in position, but the War Dog rushes in to attack him from behind.
Woof woof.
The War Dog fails to do any damage and forgets to run back to the butcher. Now, Karchev begins to roll his dice. Oh, it's a hit, a glorious hit. He's hit the butcher and he's done 10 points of damage. This is looking pretty good. I've actually only got 2 more attacks, but if I do 1 more like that, I win. I attack again. 4 points of damage. Not so good, but there's 1 final attack. Another hit. And now all I need is to roll an 11 on 3 dice. I roll a 10! It's all over! The butcher has got 1 health point left. That's the end of my turn and probably the end of Karchev. I need a miracle now.
Alright, the War Dog did a belated return and moved up next to Butcher. Iana tried to put the Kiss of Lilith on Karchev, but missed, and almost put it on the Argus, but didn't quite. And then Butcher smashed Karchev in the face with his beloved Lola, and Karchev is now a horrible heap of wreckage on the floor. And that's the end of the
Greetings, gentlemen. Welcome to the Temple of Solace.